Two things that help reduce stress and anxiety in your life: waking up earlier and eating a healthy breakfast. Welcome to Momentum Live. I'm Brooke Scutt. So let's talk about that. Clinical psychologist and psychology professor Jordan Peterson actually wrote that these are two major things that affect people's mental health, and thus, anxiety and stress reducing, and actually increasing performance, I should say. So again, let's start with the waking up early. Ultimately, what he writes is that the systems that mitigate or mediate negative emotion in the body are very closely tied to the circadian rhythm, the natural rhythm that your body wakes and sleeps. So it's important that waking up on a predictable schedule. Now, I'm going to talk about an early schedule in just a minute, but a predictable schedule, the same time every day, creates the consistency in your circadian rhythm so that your body can just be used to, that daily rhythm. And then the second part is that because sleep is a forced fasting, meaning that you are not eating while you are sleeping, and it's done for an extended period of time, hours, that when you wake up, it's important that you have a protein fat breakfast. Think eggs and bacon kind of breakfast, as opposed to something that is very carbohydrate and sugar laden. Unfortunately, when we fast, when your body takes in carbs or in sugars, it processes and digests them very quickly, which can ultimately lead to a spike in your blood sugar fluctuations and whatnot, which actually ends up impacting your energy and mood swings, throughout the rest of the day. So kind of simple here, two things, right? Waking up on a predictable schedule, and then having a protein, fat, heavy breakfast, low carb. So let's talk about getting up early and kind of the benefits of that. And I know you're kind of rolling your eyes at the moment, but most gurus in personal development, CEOs, they all wake up early for a multitude of reasons. And what early is to you can be completely different. But there are a few things that make waking up early really important for you. First of all, it builds confidence. And it builds confidence in kind of a strange way because not everybody can do it. So it builds confidence knowing that you're doing something that not everyone is willing to do. Not everyone is willing to set that alarm clock for 5 a.m. and to get up when it's still dark outside and it's still cold, or it's still, warmer in your bed than it is out in the world. So that's a benefit, building that confidence. The second one here is if you get up early, it helps you not go to sleep so much later. So all of the late nights and late night kind of wasting time and whatnot, it's important that when you go to bed 60 to 90 minutes before you go to sleep, that you don't look at things with bright lights. Light is attributed to really waking up. So think about that when you're staring at your phone or your iPad or your computer right before you go to bed. Another thing about getting up early is it really helps you appreciate the silence. If you have children or a chaotic house, when you get up before everyone, it gives you that opportunity to really have the quiet state of mind and the ability to just really appreciate silence. You will ultimately get more time in the day. Waking up early, you begin to realize that there are 24 hours in a day, and the earlier you wake up, the more that you get to take advantage of those hours throughout the day. And then at the end, you won't feel like you've wasted a day. Have you ever woken up on a Saturday really, really late and you feel like half the day is gone? That's what I'm talking about. And when you wake up erroneously all week long, you kind of carry that feeling with you, like you could have gotten up and you could have done more this morning. And then lastly, most importantly, you feel accomplished. When you wake up early in the morning and you do all of these things throughout the day, at the end of the day, you truly feel accomplished. And I mean, isn't that what we're all sort of striving for in the first place? So again, we go back to it. The two things that reduce stress and anxiety, help improve your performance. Start with something simple, a predictable routine of when you get up in the morning. Now, we would prefer it be early, but that's okay. Whenever, as long as it's consistent and predictable to your body, so your body knows and your circadian rhythms can match that, good to go. And the one element to that that's incredibly important is, did you know that it only takes 4 to 5 days to really train your body to get up on a regular schedule? So you can do it. I know you can. And then the second part, making sure that you're eating a breakfast, a protein, fat, heavy breakfast. Stay away from those carbs, stay away from those sugars, cereals, bagels. God, we love them, but they're just not the best fuel for our brain and our performance. I hope you guys have a great Monday and a great week, and I'll see you guys next week.